Ghana Talks Radio. Ghana Talks Radio. This is big. This is big. GTR News. GTR News. We bring you local news, business news, international, sports, and entertainment news. Right here on GTR.
Good afternoon. It's time for the afternoon news on Ghana Talks Radio. I go by the name Jinapor. So to our top stories. Nana Addo has not fulfilled his promises as he boasts. Some Ghanaians says. 26 sound winners arrested at Galamsey site. Mining equipment destroyed. This and more stories coming up.
We bring you local news, business news, international, sports, and entertainment news. Right here on GTR.
Welcome back from the break. So to our main stories. President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo on 20th May 2022 said that she is a keeper of his word and will keep to every promise he makes to Ghanaians. He made the comments when he cut short for the construction of the University of Engineering and Agricultural Sciences in Bonsu in the Eastern Region on Friday, 20th of May 2022. Many Ghanaians today are questioning the claim by the president in terms of its reflection on their current living. Some Ghanaians said they were highly disappointed by such a claim. According to them, they voted him to par on his many promises, yet he has disappointed them with. Let's listen to what some of them had to say.
Dear, we say, Nebosha share the Washabono, but only so. And I do only soon now, the Abatanema Bebri, or the Abatanema Bebri. You who say Coso, but since we are, and yes, I am Maniti, and I'm on the Bosha, and won't see me any so. Well, if I'm a bino with me, a prodono or the promise no. So I just say, but say 100% see what this day. I'm not sure. 2016, message here, I'm the bar out, especially on Wankasa, BTA, and then I will share GDP, the debt ratio, inflation, and honey and mass said the ACR rising, not the cost of living high now. 2016 was better than right now. In this case now, promise Ghana for a to Abama or now will see what this family been to see.
So I'm not Ghana for for because Ghana for the nutrient so say or the ever call lady pa and so I'm mammy a bush and all kind of
So that was what some Ghanaians had to say to some local stories. 26 sound winners arrested at Galamsey site. Mining equipment destroyed. A deputy minister for land and natural resources, George Mekuduku, on Monday, May 23, 2022, led the arrest of 26 sound winners and chainsaw operators on illegal mining sites in the Western region. George Mweku made the arrest through a helicopter patrol of Galamsey sites with journalists and military personnel at Wasudankwa, Patase, and Asankregwa in the Western region. The Deputy Land and Natural Resources Minister, in a certain news interview after touring the devastated Galamsey site, said the government will not give up on the fight against illegal mining. To our next local story. Ghanaians are oblivious of dangers of terrorism. The Dean of Ghana Armed Forces Command and Staff College, Dr. Vladimir Inchidanso, is advocating for government to intensify awareness creation on the dangers of terrorism in the country. He contended that 90% of countries that have been able to detect and fight terrorist attacks have done so through awareness creation and artificial intelligence. So therefore, he says that Ghanaians should be on the alert. To our next story. Ghana ready for mining hub, Jinapor says. Ghana is positioning itself to become the mining hub of Africa, where all mining and related activities, as well as various linkages, will be centered and take place. In furtherance of this, the country is already implementing a policy and legislative framework towards a mining industry which substantially retains the full value chain of the industry, from exploration to mining, refinery, smelting, and downstream production to support and financial services. This came to light in an interview with the Minister of Land and Natural Resources Samuel Abdullahi Jinapor at the just ended Global Conference in Cape Coast, South Africa, dubbed Mining Indaba. We're going on a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Hello and welcome to Ghana Talks Radio. My name is Ohima Chimude and my host DJ Chang.
On Odomu Sem last week, we discussed, will you have sex with someone else in order to save your partner's life? And it was engaging.
But
hey, lady me bow. Would there one year Maukunu and Sana Pesochere? Okay.
Join us this Thursday as we talk through would you share all your secrets with your partner live on Ghana Talks Radio.
Join us as we stream live on Facebook and listen via our website www.ghanatalksradio.com or our app, or you can call our studio line 020-254-4614.
Ghana Talks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
Joanna, you bad, you don't. This is Ghana Talks Radio, the best station rocking the nation.
Welcome back from the break. If you just joined, your live on Ghana Talks Radio, and this is the afternoon news to some business stories. Second meeting of 8th Parliament begins today. Parliament resumed sitting today, Tuesday, May 24th, 2022, for the second meeting of the 8th Parliament. This was contained in a release signed by the Clerk to Parliament, Syria Otin Intia. His summons came on Standing Order 32 of the House, which empowered the clerk to give a written notice to members of Parliament on the commencement of a meeting of the House. The second meeting will run till August before the House goes on another recess. It will be the time for the consideration of government programs and bills. The media budget will also be presented by the Minister of Finance to Parliament during the second meeting in July. Privileges Committee. One issue that is pending and will come up during the second meeting is the report of the Privileges Committee on the 3 MPs referred to it by the Speaker, Albin Bagbin, following their continuous absence from the last meeting. The 3 are the MP for Dome-Kwabinya, Sarah Adjetefio, MP for Ascent Central, Kennedy Ohene Ejapon, and MP for Ayawaso Central, Henry Korte. The Privileges Committee was given 2 weeks to sit on the matter and present its report to Parliament on resumption. The House rose on Tuesday, April 5th, 2022, for the Easter break after the first meeting of the 8th Parliament. To our next business story, NPA finds 7 firms over 1.5 million Ghana cedis for various infrastructures. The National Petroleum Authority has fined 7 petroleum service providers an amount of 1.5 million for various infractions. The firms are Mwara Oil Company Limited, Roda Company, MBA Global Limited, Sigo Energy Limited, Torrid Global Limited, Nadif Company. A statement issued by the NPA on Monday 23rd said the firms were cited for engaging in illicit third-party trading of petroleum products. The NPA is warning any firm which fails to comply with its stipulated rules and guidelines will face sanctions. To some international story. World faces dark hour with Ukraine war, says Biden. The world is navigating a dark hour in our shared history with Russia's invasion of Ukraine, US President Joe Biden told key Asian allies. The war has now become a global issue, underscoring the importance of defending international order, he said. Japanese PM Fumio Kishida also echoed his comments, saying that a similar invasion could not happen in Asia. Mr. Biden is meeting the leaders of Japan, Australia, and India in Tokyo in his first visit to Asia as president. The 4 countries, known collectively as the Quad, are discussing security and economic concerns, including China's growing influence in the region and differences over the Russian invasion. Mr. Biden's comments came a day after he warned China that it was flirting with danger over Taiwan and vowed to protect Taiwan militarily if China attacked, appearing to contradict a long-standing U.S. policy in the issue. To our next international story. Flood leaves thousands without food and water. Severe flooding in the eastern Indian state of Assam has displaced tens of thousands and killed at least 24 people. Let's go watch a video.
अभी कल से बहुत ज़्यादा पानी हुआ, इसलिए हम लोग यहाँ आके या मैंने ऑफिस में सभी में ठगा है आधी जगह में।
Heavier than usual rains have submerged several villages, forcing locals to seek shelter in squalid conditions. Sometimes even on roads, hundreds of rescue camps have been set up to shelter those affected by the floods. Submerged roads and disrupted road and rail transport have made it difficult for aid to reach remote areas of the region. To some entertainment stories, Stonebwoy reacts with a picture of Akufo-Addo concerning Sir John's saga. The versatile artist posted a picture of President Akufo-Addo with an in-text that suggests that unless Ghanaians leave the country, they will continue to be shocked by happenings in the country. Since a page of the will was leaked on social media, the late Chief Executive Officer of the Forestry Commission has been trending. This is because he bequeathed portions of the Achimota forest, which has also been in the news to some of his family members. After news broke about the decision by the late politician to will some state's properties to his relatives, investigative journalist Manasseh Azul dug deeper to find the full details of the will. To our next entertainment story, Sam Adjetefio to be buried on June 4th. The family announced that he will be buried on June 4, 2022. The final rites will be held at the forecourt of the defunct Ghana International Trade Fair Center, in Accra. This became widely known after television presenter Barima Ketre Ajimai revealed via his Facebook page the plans of the actor's family. The burial service is expected to be thronged by several stars in the entertainment industry, as well as key personalities in the country. Sam Adjetefio died on April 8th from an illness that was not disclosed by the family. The actor died in the early hours of Friday, April 8th, 2022. At his home in Ayikuma in the Greater Accra region, he was reported to be battling with some heart issues and was pronounced dead on arrival at the hospital. The late actor, popularly known as Titi, featured in many movies such as Papa Lasisi, The Chosen One, American Boy, and The Sense of Danger. Before his death, the actor made a lot of headlines after he solicited for funds to settle some bills, something that attracted a huge backlash from many Ghanaians. There were several donations made to him. However, he came back complaining about challenges because the donations were not enough to settle his expenses. Amidst the many donations included 50,000 from Vice President Mahamudu Bawumia and a monthly 1,500 stipend from Greater Accra Regional Minister Henry Korte. So this is where we end the afternoon news on Ghana Talks Radio. I go by the name Regina Bless. Stay tuned for the Trending Hits Countdown.
This is Ghana Talks Radio, the best station rocking the nation.